You know, I had this joke, and I had this joke, and I was like, I shouldn't say this joke. It's so bad. But beg me to say it. I'll say it.
Please.
A little bit more than that. It's a
Come
bad
on,
joke.
tell me the joke.
We're
dying to hear the joke.
No, I'm not going to walk away from the microphone this time. But then again, you never know. I might have to.
Never know when duty calls.
Yeah. Listen, I might have to take a shit. Oh, look, come here, Jolene. Come here, Jolene, over here. Come on, don't be stupid. Come here. I know she's getting bigger and bigger. I don't know if you could see.
Holy shit!
Yeah, she's only 6 months old. Pick your head up.
You're shy.
Yeah, she's only 6 months old.
What's up, Jolene?
She's great, man.
You're a pretty girl.
She's a good dog. She's just so rambunctious. I left her downstairs for 20 minutes and she ripped her bed apart. That's the third bed she destroyed. Another dog bed, you know.
What are you drinking?
Celsius. And no, I don't have a sponsor for Celsius. I
that
don't.
Guy just got indicted.
Really?
Yeah,
for what?
So, I don't know, scamming people. And supposedly he was like something to do with crypto money. He was scamming. I don't know, dude. It's just,
what is it with all the supplement guys that are just like?
Well, dude, a lot of them. You got to remember, and this is my industry. You know, like we're not Ivy League scholars. that are walking that straight and narrow. Not that any of those fuckers do it any better, dude. You know, there's more white collar criminals out there than fucking anything. But dude, I
just don't get it. If you're making enough money, why do you have to go into scamming cryptocurrency crap or whatever? You know what I mean? Like,
because a lot of it is a big facade, dude. I've worked for companies before. I have my own company now,
right?
And I can honestly say, okay, I Prevail Supplements has been around for a little over 4 years, and I've been profitable since my first year, right?
Wow, very nice. Thank you.
I haven't.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I haven't taken a paycheck, but my point is, I'm doing it to grow a business. You know, I have a mission. I have a vision. These other companies, dude, I've worked for $50-60 million a year companies that make no fucking profit. They make no money.
How?
Because they expense everything. Do they run it all off the business? You know, like, don't get me wrong, they're living good lives. You know, they're staying in 5-star hotels and they're traveling first class, and
everything's a write-off. They skim off the top.
They're eating in 5-star restaurants, but the company, you know, the owners of the company don't make a fucking dollar. You know, and it's no different. You know,
so you don't take a paycheck at all.
So I take a draw each month for the use of my house, for warehouse and storage facility, for shipping, and office space and stuff like that. So we pay our bills. But dude, my goal was to grow this business. So for me to take a paycheck, dude, we're not hurting. You know, we're good. We're okay. You know, if I need it, it's there.
Do you have to like borrow? Do you have to like borrow $20 from your wife for lunch?
No. It's not like that, but dude, every dollar I'm investing back in the company. You know, it all goes back in for new products, new SKUs, you know, and expanding the flavors, expanding the variety, new development, product development, stuff like that, you know?
Right. It's I get it, dude.
I'm trying to do it right. I'm trying to grow the business.
You will. It is going to grow, and it is going, and you will be very profitable.
We're doing it.
Yeah, I know. And the products are great. You know, and I'm not just saying that because you're my friend and I'm blowing smoke up your ass.
Yeah.
The two that I've used are the Forge Pump and Mission And then before Mission, you had, what was the pre-workout you had before Mission?
Rogue.
Rogue. I've used all three. Rogue doesn't exist anymore, but but fantastic. I mean, really good stuff. What?
I had to get rid of that one.
Yeah, they had to retire for. You had to retire.
Well, there was an ingredient that was on the fence, and the FDA was stepping in, and they wanted to. Still hasn't been banned, but they were talking about banning it, so no manufacturers want to make it anymore. So you got to find other avenues,
Right. So let's talk about what we were talking about off the air. Hostile Supplement signs this guy Sam Sulek, who I never heard of ever. And then
I didn't either until you mentioned it. Yeah.
And then I look him up, and he's got this really big social media following. I think he's got like 500,000 guys and 500,000 subscribers on TikTok and 200,000 on YouTube or something like that, right? I understand that the world is different now in the world of bodybuilding, but he's only 21. He's built like a brick shit house, right? I'm not going to take anything away from him. The kid's a genetic freak. He's a tank. I don't know what he's using or whatever. I don't know all that. I don't know the kid.
Well, he's using more than Hostile Supplements, I can tell you that. That's
for sure. Yeah.
He was big before he signed with them. So.
Yeah, the kid's a tank. There's no question. Yeah, the kid's a tank. There's no question about it. And he's never been on stage, doesn't know how to pose. I mean, even when I watched the Hostile video, even working out, he doesn't really have the basics. He can't do a proper lat pull down. But that doesn't seem to matter anymore as long as you have the social media following. And that leads me to the next topic, if you will, for lack of a better term, is no wonder these guys don't want to compete. I mean, did you see the lineup? I sent you the lineup for the Chicago Pro. There's 8 guys. And there was 6 guys in Vancouver. So if there's no incentive.
What was the other one in Florida? There's 2 this weekend, same day.
Oh, I don't know. I only know the Chicago
one in Texas
Pro.
Or one in Florida or something.
Really? I just know the Chicago Pro coming up.
Yeah, there was another pro amateur show.
And I don't know, man. You know better than me, I guess. I don't really know. I know that so on this, and we'll look them up on this. There's 3 names on here that everybody knows. Right? What?
You got Blessing, you got
Blessing, Patrick Moore, Justin Shear. Right? And I think Justin Shear is going to take this. Personally, I don't.
That was Blessing. It. The 8. That's all. That's
it. That's the open. That's everything.
Is there a 212 or no?
I don't know. I do not know, to be honest with you. I only look at the open when it comes out. But
no 212.
Yeah, I have not. No 212.
I see a Masters. I see a Miss International Women's Bodybuilding. Yeah, the men's.
I don't know. But what I'm saying is, you got Blessing, you got Justin, Patrick Moore. But Patrick Moore has made a couple of showings this year, and it did not fare well. And so there's almost like no incentive for these guys to work. They're still going to give you 10 grand for the top spot, right? And here's this social media guy who never set foot on stage, never accomplished anything in bodybuilding, and he's getting a contract with Hostile. So if you're going to give,
what does that contract mean? You know what I mean?
Recognition. He's 21 years old.
To them, it's a fucking gold ticket because they're sponsored by a big supplement company that's endorsing some of the top athletes, in the world right now.
Yeah.
You have Fuad, who's a name. He's a name in the industry.
No question.
And that carries value. That carries weight. But what are these guys getting, dude? I have, these companies,
I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, they get a code. They get a code that they could put on social media, and if people buy the product using their code, they get a commission off of it. And he probably gets, an allowance. You
don't think he gets any salary, any money? You think
I don't know. He possibly could.
But if he does, it's pennies on the dollar. If he does.
So. Fuad, I'm sure, and Fuad actually has some decent products, dude.
There's no question about it. Absolutely,
got some good formulas. Okay, they're not like I Prevails.
No, but definitely not.
But he does have some decent formulas, right? I don't think Fuad is in a position to pay a 21-year-old kid a substantial amount of money, or even a modest amount of money, where this kid can earn a living and do nothing else.
Right.
I don't think his company is making enough where you could. It's not, dude. Nowadays the margins are tough. The market is flooded, and that's why, like we talked about, I've been profitable since day one. But it's because I have no overhead. I do it all myself, dude. It's I don't have many expenditures,
Right.
so I can be profitable and grow the company and not have to borrow money or do this, and that. Where other companies don't have that luxury, you know. So for him to put out expenses that I'm sure he's putting out, and to pay an athlete, you're spreading it a little thin.
Yeah, I agree. Which it's smart. It's smart business, because if he is giving this kid anything, it's pennies on the dollar. If he's just giving him a commission base, then it's smart business, and he's tapping into a world that most niche bodybuilding supplements aren't tapped into, and that is the world of followers of Instagram bodybuilders, social media bodybuilders, right? The people that follow this guy, or the late what was this guy that just passed away? I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Something like that, so on and so forth. So he's tapping into that market, which I totally get. But at the same time, you're kind of throwing gasoline on the fire, rewarding that angle and not the angle of the person who's really going to compete. Now, because here's the thing, because I guarantee, look, I don't know the kid. I'm just speculating, okay? I'm just speculating. If he's 21 years old and built like a brick shit house, the way he is, people in the gym have said to him, hey, kid, you really could do good in a bodybuilding show. You should really compete, right? Guaranteed. Because if he looks like this at 21, I'm sure he looked like this at 18. You know what I mean? Or a smaller version of this. And we all know they're a teenage and novice and so on and so forth. So that tells me, I mean, again, I don't know the kid personally, but that tells me that the kid doesn't really have what it takes to have the discipline to step on stage to do something like that, right? Because that's what brought me in. I mean, I was nowhere near as big as this kid, but people in the gym said to me, you should really consider doing a bodybuilding show. You would probably do good, right? And I was like, really? And they were like, yeah. So then I was like, oh shit, and I did it. I did it. Whatever, a couple of them. But that the guy, people have been saying that to him, and he has not stepped on stage as of yet. And he doesn't know the mandatory poses. If you watch the video where Hostile signs him, he doesn't know the mandatory poses. His workouts are like this because his form is off. And I understand he's only 21. Right? I get it. But what I mean is, I can't believe that, somebody has not said to him, kid, you should really consider working out. I think this kid is comfortable having a huge social media following and is comfortable going in that direction, where he's probably making money off YouTube, money off TikTok, and this is the route he wants to go. So if you think that he's going to compete, if he does, I mean, is he going to put all into it? I don't know. But at the same time, it doesn't matter for Hostile, because Hostile still taps into that social media crowd.
I don't know. Look, he's 21.
Yeah.
The fact that he hasn't competed yet, dude, you don't have to compete as a teenager. You don't have to compete as a 20-year-old kid. You don't have to compete as a 21-year-old kid. The fact that he doesn't know how to pose, dude, that's a quick remedy. It's 6 months of training.
Right.
And now maybe being with Fuad, he's opened up some doors and has some new connections where he could get the help or assistance of somebody who could help him choreograph a routine or get him into some mandatory poses that he feels comfortable hitting. I mean, that's a quick fix. Yeah, that's an easy remedy.
What about the discipline part, though?
Well, we don't know. He's never done it. The problem with a lot of these YouTubers is a lot of them really lack the genetic ability to get on stage. They look great on YouTube. They look great in the gym, but there's gym physiques
Right.
And there's real bodybuilders that look good under those fucking lights, dude, where you can't hide anything. There's a huge
Right.
difference. And the difference from an athlete's point of view is the athlete has the balls to put it on stage, put it on the line, give it a shot, throw caution into the wind, and see where the chips fall. Where if you lose, you're not afraid to lose. You know, where some of these guys have such a big following, they won't go on stage because they know they're not going to do good. And if they fail or don't make the top 15 at a national show or a junior national show, their followers are going to be like, you're not as good as we thought you were. And it kind of diminishes what they've built up on social media.
Right.
I don't know if that's the case with this kid. I don't know him until you mentioned him before we got on the show. But it looks like he could compete, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no question about it.
Maybe Fuad saw a diamond in the rough and he's somebody who wants to take under his wing where, hey, look, I'm getting this kid for nothing now.
Right.
But a couple of years into him, I help him build his following. He helps build my following. We get the products out there to his following. I help him grow his career as a bodybuilder. He helps me grow my business as a sports supplement manufacturer, you know. So I'm sure there's a balance there, you know, that Fuad's obviously looking at this for, there's got to be personal motives, of course, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nobody's that fucking giving, you know.
Right. That's what I mean. So that's what, you know what I like about us on.
If he looked like a YouTuber, I would agree with you 100%. But the kid actually looks like he could do something.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Do you know what I like about us is we play good cop, bad cop. Like I'm the prick and you're like the voice of reason.
Go figure. From years ago, right?
You know, where to me, I look at it like if this kid hasn't competed yet, I don't think he's got the discipline to compete. That's how I look at it because I was how old was I?
He was only 21. He was only 21.
Yeah, I get it, but you know, it's that if that is
I know pros that are fucking pros and have no discipline.
Yeah,
and
tell me
cheat
about
on their
it.
fucking diets and don't do all their cardio and fucking half-ass it in the gym. There's nothing worse than fucking
those guys have been around forever though.
Right, but you know you're shitting on this 21-year-old because you don't know. You're assuming he's lacking the discipline just because he's never done it. And I'm saying, maybe not. Maybe not.
I'm gonna go with my opinion. And if anybody has a different opinion, if anybody agrees or disagrees, just put some comments in the description there. You know, leave a comment. You know.
Right.
Speaking of competing, we got the Chicago Pro coming up. There's 8 people in it.
Fuck that. We got the Muscle Beach coming up, dude.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be
the
there.
Chicago Pro, dude. We got the NPC,
right. Yes.
Jason Arntz, Muscle Beach Championships, July 29th. Deadline, I think, is in a few days. The athletes, the applications are coming in now. You know,
good.
So
July 29th in Titty Falls, New Jersey.
Tinton Falls.
Oh, Tinton Falls. Sorry,
Titty Falls. We'd all be there. We'd all be for the
Tinton Falls, New Jersey.
Tinton Falls. Yeah, Monmouth Regional High School.
That's right. And if you're in the area, please stop by and hang out with me because I'm lonely. It's always a good time. I got to be honest. Last year I thought it was great, and I'm still
fun.
And I'm still excited about going. I really do have a good time. It's going to be pretty cool. Matter of fact, my
daughter's making bracelets. You know, as we speak.
Really?
Yeah.
She's a good business girl because she
sells out every year, dude.
I always overpay.
Dude, everybody does. She's like Medusa. She's like Medusa. You can't look that little one in the eyes, dude. She's gonna take your wallet.
It's the truth. It really is. Last year I paid for mine and all the girls that wanted one that was working for me, and I completely overpaid. It was like 3 bracelets. I think I gave her like $20 or something like that.
She didn't have change that day. She didn't have enough change.
Yeah, right. And I also sell. They sell. Oh yeah. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Right. Okay. Chicago Pro. All right. We got Blessing Awodibu. I've been pronouncing it wrong this whole time, Basil. Justin Shear, Patrick Moore. Those are the 3 big names. And oddly enough, Eric Ramirez again. Yeah.
I know Eric, dude. I've known Eric for years, but
Did you see his last
it's
showing?
time to
his
pack it up.
his last showing was really
Not his best showing. We'll
not his best show. It was really, really, really bad. I mean, I don't know. You know, we'll see. But why don't we just look up the other guys that we don't know?
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah. And we'll see what the hell is going on here. Okay, let me go to here. Okay, good. All right. Let's see. That all right. So let's look up Blessing first.
Bootleg Bastards men's social media club. What is that?
That's a what do you call it? That's a motorcycle club. That
I bet it is.
It is actually.
It is, John.
It's a motorcycle club that I contacted because I want them to come on my other YouTube channel.
They have a rainbow for their logo.
No. All right, so his Blessing. I don't know. Does he put up any good? See, I don't know if he puts up any good. Like,
the crazy thing about Blessing is when you look at his individual body parts. Like, look at that front double bicep there on the beach.
Yeah, this
dude,
one.
You would think, yeah, dude. You would think this is a top guy. You know what I mean? I think his thighs look fucking great. His torso looks.
His legs look like they came up.
Yeah.
His legs look like they came up a bit. And the good thing about Blessing is he's entertaining. You know, he's got personality, not like most of these other guys. Yeah, his back. I hope, because these pictures are deceiving always on Instagram, but he's also inconsistent. Last year he had 2 great showings, then he showed up for the Olympia like crap. So that I don't know, but if his legs have come up, that he could be very, very dangerous. His legs come up enough where they matches up a body. You're talking like a top 10 Olympian guy.
Yeah.
But that's what his biggest drawback is. And he's had since the Olympia to work on it. And I hope he has made differences. Is that his girlfriend? Oh, it's a pregnant picture. Like, I don't know. That's not really a good shot.
It's actually a great shot.
No, I mean, it's like a photographer shot,
No, I get it.
Best angle and whatnot.
Point of view.
Oh, listen, the guy's got great arms. He's got an amazing physique, but his thing is he seems to be inconsistent, and his legs have to come up. And I hope they have come up. We have not seen him on stage since the Olympia, So he is in. I am going to predict him to be number 2. And the only reason why I'm going to say that he's going to come in number 2 is because of what I said, the inconsistency. And I don't know if he brought his legs up to match his upper body. Now, I might be dead wrong.
He's always in good shape. He's in decent shape.
Now, when he did the Olympia last year, he was way off, dude. Way off. I don't know if you remember that. He was way off when he did the Olympia last year.
I don't remember that.
He did the New York Pro when George Farrow was training him.
Yeah, I remember.
And then he did look great. And then he did.
Tanked.
Then he did the New York Pro, and then he did one right after that. I don't remember which one it was. He won 2 shows in a row, and when he did the Olympia, I don't know. He just shit the bed. I don't know what the deal is about that, but I personally think this is going to be Justin Show. There it is. This kid, he looks like he's got it all. This kid looks like he's got it all. I mean, if you look at his, let's see if we got any good back shots. I don't think he put on anything. This kid looks like that's impressive. Blessing doesn't have this lower back, lats down to his waist kind of deal. And he also doesn't have these hamstrings and what do they call it? This adductors, right?
Adductors, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's impressive, man. It really is. I think this kid is the real deal. I really do. From the front, this was a few weeks ago, obviously.
He looks good, dude. Good
Yeah.
shape. Good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah. So I'm picking him to win. I'm picking Blessing to come in second. And let's look up Patrick Moore. Now, I don't think I don't know who Patrick Moore has not been doing has not have good showing recently. So I don't know what the deal is. This was the Arnold Classic this year, right? You know, he's just, he also doesn't have the size these other guys got.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I really don't know. A few years back, 2020, he was like, the guy everybody was talking about, and he's kind of just
it was up and coming and
coasted since then. He has not done anything special since then, to be honest with you.
right.
And I really do like his physique. He has a tremendous physique. He has a small waist, this flat stomach. It looks amazing. If he just would put more size on. I think what happens is a lot of these bodybuilders get to a point where they're making money and they're comfortable and this is good enough, and they don't push the envelope.
I don't know.
You know,
Well, is he making money? What's he doing?
I mean, I would hope so. I mean, he's got a pretty girlfriend. He's got to make money. I don't care what you look like. If you don't have you got a pretty girlfriend, you got to have money. So, you know what I mean? All right, who's next? Let's see. Stephen Daniels from Connecticut. I don't know who that is. Stephen
where's he from?
Connecticut. Oh boy. Is this him? IFBB Pro Stephen Daniels.
I would assume so.
This guy's a pro? Really?
I don't know, dude.
This is
How do you have his age?
I think he's 107. I have no idea. I have no clue. I guess that's got to be him. I Am Back, the remix. Stephen Daniels. I mean, that's got to be him. What I don't know. All right, let's see the next guy.
Yeah.
Iran Gawley. There it is. From Canada. Oh, another guy from Canada. Oh, this guy did the Vancouver Pro. Oh, yeah. This guy, yeah, watch this. Not good. Not good at all. Look at that. That was the Vancouver Pro. Give us your honest opinion, Jay.
Yeah.
Come on. I'm trying to pull the bad out of you.
How do you turn pro?
I had this joke, and I had this joke, and I was like, I shouldn't say this joke. It's so bad, but beg me to say it. I'll say it.
Please.
A little bit more than that. It's a
Come
bad
on,
joke.
tell me the joke.
We're
dying to hear the joke. That's fucked up. Yeah. So wait.
I'm sorry. That's pretty much the worst thing I ever said on this fucking show. Okay,
that's pretty bad. But I don't know how.
I'm sorry,
He's going to be competitive as a pro bodybuilder.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They can't. They have to know. They have to realize it, right? Because nobody, bodybuilding's not compassionate. You get on stage, you're gonna get judged for what you get judged. And I mean, he got his ass handed to him in Vancouver. I think he came in 5th or 6th. and there's only 6 guys. So
Like 6 guys. Wow, really?
yeah, there are only 6 guys in Vancouver.
That's fucking humble.
Nate came in third, and some people thought he should have came in second. Actually, Nate Spear, who came in second? Who came in second? What's his name? Stanimal. Hassan Stanimal.
Oh, yeah.
Hassan Chop came in first, and Stanimal came in second. So I sent you do you remember the cartoon, Hassan Chop?
Yeah.
I sent it to you, right?
The chef?
Yeah. Hassan Chop. All right, and this guy is Matt Kuba. He is from Lockport, Illinois. This is gonna be some lineup. Here he is in the Chicago Pro. All right, he comes in condition. I'll give him that. That's about it. Okay, and his apparently Eva Longoria has a relative, Emmanuel Longoria. Imagine if Eva Longoria is like her brother or something. Wait, no, this can't be. Is this really him?
I know that guy.
Emmanuel Longoria, IFBB Pro.
I've seen him before.
This is really him?
Yeah.
What, dude? What the fuck is going on here? Like, I don't want to. I'm sorry. I don't want to shit on these guys, but really, like, I've seen there are guys in my gym that look better than this, and they have pro cards. How?
Is he training at Planet Fitness?
I mean, he looks.
Planet Fitness. Is it?
Let me see. It's purple. That's Planet Fitness, dude.
Right?
Yeah, that's Planet Fitness. He's got a neck tattoo, so he might be part of a gang. but like, don't get me wrong. The guy looks great, but he looks great for, and this is 4 days ago. He looks great for, like, going to the gym. That guy Sam Sulek looks better than him. How do these guys get pro cards? I don't get it.
It's kind of depressing, dude.
How do these guys? I mean, I don't. You know what it's got to be? It's got to be like, either
Look
they
on
turn.
app shot. Look on his app shot.
Where do you see that? Here?
To the left, yeah.
This was 3 weeks ago.
Does he say anything? Anything in this shot?
It's in Spanish, apparently. El único no que vale cuéquelo. You're fucked up. You got problems, bro.
Yeah.
Patrick Moore, we looked at. Okay, last one is Eric Ramirez. I don't know if he's got shots from his last show. His last show was, he probably doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't look like he does. I don't know. This was when?
That had to have been recent.
Yeah, because I know he competed not too long ago. What show did he do?
I don't remember. He just competed in, was it Vancouver?
No, it wasn't Vancouver. It was Cali Pro. It might have been the Cali Pro. I'm not 100% sure.
It was recent.
And let's just say this is the best pick you're gonna get. This is the best.
Yeah.
How old is he now? I don't think he's that old.
I think he's a few years younger than me. So he's got to be in his mid 40s to 40s.
There's really no shots of him here. Yeah, there's no shots of him here. I don't know. Listen, I mean, look, I make fun of everybody. I goof off, right? Don't get me wrong. But having a reasonable opinion and looking at a human standpoint, if you enjoy bodybuilding and you love to compete, then by all means, Go right ahead. All those guys that we were saying, how did they get their pro cards? By all means, go ahead and do you, right?
However,
yeah. However, there are going to be certain people, critics, podcasters, whatnot, like myself, that are going to call it as you see it. And, these guys are not going to do anything significant on that stage. That being said, if it is a love and you want to continue to do it, go right ahead, but don't be one of these delusional guys that,
it's like that Evander Holyfield mentality when they
yes,
just don't know.
Yes, you don't know what
don't
to
know
quit.
when to hang it up, and then you watch him in the ring, you're like, dude, come on, like,
yeah, right, exactly.
Fuck, time to walk away.
Yeah. By the way, I'm definitely editing that joke out. That was a bad joke. Get rid of that one. That's a bad joke, bro.
It's true though.
Yeah, but you didn't say it. I did.
Wait, which one, Evander or Van Holt?
No, not that joke.
Oh, the one from before.
Yeah, that joke. That was a bad joke. Yeah, I'm getting rid of that one. That was pretty much the worst thing I ever said on that. Yeah, I'm gonna edit that one. Yeah. So I have someone that edits my stuff, and she does a really good job. So I sent her last week's muscle talk. I sent it over to her, and I said, there's a dead spot. I took a bathroom break. You got to get rid of it. She writes me back like an hour later. She goes, I can't get rid of it. I said, why? She goes, Jason is hilarious. So I went back and looked, and I was like, I had no clue,
Right.
Yeah, and I was rolling. I was like, you have to clip that out and send it to me. And I put it on YouTube. I put it on TikTok. I put it on Facebook. I put it on Instagram. Yo, it's
I reposted.
Fucking hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. Thank you, actually, for carrying. Right. You're a good wingman.
We look for. There's always opportunities in life, dude. Sometimes you just gotta.
When
you see one, you gotta grab it.
So, listen to this. This. I don't know. We were talking about the generations, the Gen Z and these new kids coming up and so on and so forth. So I go to the gym, right? And
I hear you. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, good. There you go. I was hoping you would take a bathroom break, and I would get back at you. Yeah. So this kid is in the gym, and he is in the locker room. So I'm done. I'm going to get my stuff, right? And it's at LA Fitness, right? Now,
which one is that?
Clifton. I either go to one in Clifton or one in Paramus, because Paramus is closer from work when I get out of the city, and then Clifton's not like 10 minutes from me, right? So, and I'll be honest with you. Don't get me wrong. It's not. I can't do legs there. It's impossible. I go to Signature to do legs. But I like the people that work out there. They're very nice because they're just regular people. Do you know what I mean? So the guys are friendly. The girls are. It's not like Signature where everybody thinks they walk on water because they came in sixth at an NPC show or something like that, right? They're very nice people. And even the people that work there, very nice. Whatever. I go into the locker room. This kid sitting there, he's eating chicken and rice. He's got no shirt on. But eating in the locker room right off the bat is kind of strange. I mean, they have tables and chairs there outside to begin with. But okay, so kid is eating in the locker room.
Bother when there's old man asses that are blow drying their balls in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's a lot all the time, dude.
You're gonna enjoy a meal at the same time. You gotta take it. Those are opportunities you gotta take advantage of.
Yeah. Why do old men want to do that? Why do they go? There's so many old scrotums and dicks and and they're not balls at this time. They look like steamed clams. I mean, really covered in hair, and they just have no shame getting naked in front of everybody in the gym. Is this something that happens over 60 where you go, fuck it, I don't give a shit,
So, dude, when you're younger, right? When you're younger, it's almost as if you have this shield of protection you put out there, where, dude, I'm not gonna pass gas, in public. I'm not gonna pass gas in front of people. Well, this is when you're younger, Really? I've reached a point in life where when I have to fart, I'm gonna fart. No matter who the fuck's around.
Yeah.
I don't care enough to hold it in.
Yeah.
So these guys in the locker room, dude, it's got to be the same mentality.
Gotta be. It's
Where
gotta be.
I'm gonna blow dry my dirty, hairy balls
Yeah.
in the hand dryer in front
Yeah.
of everybody, and
And
not think
it,
twice about it.
and they had, you know, they got tits, there's hair on them. It's not a good nice sight to see, you know what I mean? But whatever. Yeah, no, I grew up in a house with four guys. Like it's me, my father, my two brothers. My mother was the only female. So I mean, farting, and that's burping and farting. There was nothing, you know. I was the youngest, so I took the brunt of it. I took the grab, you know.
Right.
I was 11 years younger than my middle brother, and he would grab me by the head
Really?
and fought. Yeah, fought on my head.
It's a big gap.
Yeah, my oldest brother's 14 years older than me.
Sure.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's a whole other story. But let's get back to the kid in the gym, right? So the kid's eating his chicken and rice, and it looks like it's either from takeout or his mother made it or something like that. It doesn't look bland, you know. So I said to him, I said, "What you do? What you got there, kid? What do you got? Takeout?" You know, and because he was eating right next to the locker that I have to go. He goes, "I'm in prep." I went. I said, "Oh, what show you doing?" And he named some show. I have no fucking clue. And I was like, "That's not an NPC show. I never heard of that one." And he goes, "No, it's a blah blah blah, something I never heard of." And I said, "Oh, what kind of show is that? What kind of, you know?" And he goes, "It's for social media influencers that want to know what it's like to actually be a bodybuilder on stage." And I was like, "So," I said, "Why don't you just do a bodybuilding show then? Just random, you know?" And he goes, and he tries like explaining it further, and he's digging himself deeper. And he's just throwing together this word salad about how he wants to get involved and be a social media influencer, body, blah, 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 blah. I have no clue what it is. And he goes, "Do you understand what I'm saying?" I said, "No, I actually don't know what the fuck you're saying at all." And then I had to kind of figure it out. I was like, okay, so what you're telling me is you want to experience what it's like prepping for a contest while being a social media influencer, so people don't say, "What do you know about bodybuilding? You've never done it before." And he goes, "Right." And I was like, okay. He goes, "I'm terrible at explaining things." So
and experiencing things too, apparently.
So yeah. So I said to him, I said, I said, "How old are you?" He goes, 19. I said, I was like, "Kid, 8 years ago, you were 11. You're not going to influence anybody. You have no life experience. What are you going to influence?" Right. And he goes like, "Yeah, but you know, it only takes one video." And I was like, right. I said to him, so I go, you in school?" He goes, "No, I dropped out." I said, "You dropped out of high school?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "You got your GED?"
Really?
Yeah. He goes, "You got your G?" I said, "You got your GED?" He goes, "Yeah, I got my GED." I was like, "Dude, just do yourself a favor. Go get yourself a trade. Union County
What?
Vote.
Trade?
A trade, yeah." I said, "Union County Vote Tech, go into the apprenticeship program. They have plenty of apprenticeship, plumbing, HVAC, electrical, mason. That you could. They have plenty, and they make great money." And he goes, the social media guys make a lot more money than that." And I was like, okay. I said, "Do you know how much money prevailing wage plumbers make?" And he goes, "I don't know, 80 grand a year." I went, "No, a lot more money than that." Right. I was like, "They're probably making between $100,000 and $150,000 a year, plus your benefits, your health benefits." But, you know, this is what a 19-year-old kid's not thinking about. Plus a pension, plus a 401k, you know, plus, you know, dental, optical, medical. And I'm trying to explain it to this kid. Right.
He's like, "What's that?"
Yeah, right. Exactly. So he goes, "Oh, yeah, my father's a plumber." So I said, "And he doesn't tell you this?" And he goes, "No." And I was like, "Listen, kid, do yourself a favor. Go in the hours are either 7 to 3 or 7 to 2:30, depending on what trade and what union you're in. You can always do social media afterwards." I was like, "That's what I do." I was like, "I work 7 to 3. I do my podcast at night. There's plenty of time." And the kid, dead serious, without even hesitation, without any embarrassment, says to me, "The reason why I want to be a social media influencer is because I don't want to work a real job."
Well, dude, that's what we're dealing with, you know, nowadays. Like, you know, um,
And I said to the kid, I was like, kid's name is Junior, because I introduced myself, right? I said,
and
"Kid."
always will be.
Yeah, right. I said, "Kid, that's a path for failure. You're telling me you don't want to work." And he's like, nah. I said, all right. And then I just bowed out gracefully. I was like, I'm done. You know?
No reasoning. No, you can't.
Yeah. And I was
You
just
can't
like,
tell them anything, dude.
they're lost. These young kids, these young generation is lost. And the girls are no better. So I'm actually doing legs and signature, right? And there's a hamstring machine. And right next to the hamstring machine is like a squat machine. Well, I don't know what they call those, but it's like where you wrap this thing around you, you know, the belt around you, and you hook it to the bottom, and you could squat, and you put the weight on the side. I forgot what it's called, Shark something. It's actually a pretty good machine, but nobody was using it. So I had my stuff on there, I had my water, my phone on there. So the girl is making a beeline toward that machine. So to be polite, I moved my stuff so she could, you know, work out there. But she didn't want to do that. She went right to the mirror and taking pictures, right? Like there's no shame anymore. They're not even embarrassed of doing it.
That's how you do it. That's how you do
it. Yeah. She's not even embarrassed of, I mean, the booty pics, they're making a muscle and turning around and doing, I mean, she must have took, I don't know, 1 million. And I'm like, yeah, like they're not even embarrassed of saying they don't want to work. They're not embarrassed of being so self-centered, right? It's just unbelievable. Is that the wife
getting some video time?
Oh shit, she's making a cameo.
Reminds me of dude, just like you mentioned this girl, right? It's mind-boggling to me, right? Like there's a statistic I just saw. There's 3.8 billion girls in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 3.8 billion girls in the world, and the fucking planet is still dirty.
This is fucking bullshit, man.
What the fuck is going on?
That's something I would say. I think I'm rubbing off.
I know,
on it,
dude.
too.
That's not my kind of joke. I knew you'd like it. I knew you'd like it.
Oh man, yeah, it's unbelievable. Oh shit, that was
We're
a
gonna
pretty
lose
good
some
one.
followers on that one.
No, we're not. We're gonna gain followers. People like raw.
Dude, what's the two most important holes on a girl's body? Dude, stop it. I know what you're thinking. Knock it off, dude. Knock it off.
Okay.
It's her nostrils, because that's what she breathes through when she's sucking your dick.
I hate when they breathe through their nose. They sound like Darth Vader.
That's a funny joke too, right?
It is a funny joke, but yeah. Look, I said to my wife one time, let's say you got into a terrible train accident. You're on the train for some reason. I don't know why. Get into a terrible train accident and you go to the hospital and the doctor says, Mrs. Olivia, we have to remove your pussy right away. Otherwise you're going to die. So she goes,
like that would happen, but yeah.
Yeah.
You have to have these scenarios, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. So she goes, so I said, giving me like 3 to 6 months, you know, I just can't leave the bitch because she lost her pussy. Right. I said, after that, how would you keep me as satisfied? And she goes, you know, right away, she goes, oh, well, my mouth, my asshole, you know, and then I'm like, see, you just classified yourself as a whore. Right. And I wasn't even going, you didn't say, do the podcast with me. You didn't say, learn how to play PlayStation. You didn't say, bring another girl in, you know, with you or play poker, nothing like that. Right away, you go, and I'm supposed to respect you for that.
That's when they diminish themselves to.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to have, but of course I'm breaking balls. I'm busting balls.
Right.
Anyway.
Right.
What else do we have to talk about? I don't know. Chicago Pro. Out of that, do you agree with my what do you call it? My assessment of that show? Justin 1, Blessing 2.
Dude, and this is really hard for me to say just because of my background and my commitment to the sport for fucking decades. But it's almost like, dude, I don't give a shit anymore. You know, and I don't mean it in a sense where I just don't give a shit about the sport. You know, I don't mean it like that. I mean it like the athletes that are present today, they don't give a shit. So why the fuck should we? You're like, dude, this is the lineup.
Yeah.
This is the best we have to offer for people who are still trying to qualify for the Olympia. Like, what the fuck is going on nowadays, dude? And I know we talk about it week after week.
See, and
as far as your
problem,
assessment, like with your assessment, whatever, who cares? Because nobody's fighting for anything anymore. I don't fucking get it.
The problem is what's going to happen is now, as from what I could tell, is that the next few shows, you know, until when is the Olympia? November? You know, they're going to start getting more competitive because people want to compete.
Are they?
Well, I would think so, because you got Hunter, you got Andrew Jack, you got Carlos, you got all these people that want to qualify that are not qualified yet. And there looks like it's gonna. So what I'm saying is, if Blessing doesn't win this, it's no guarantee you're gonna win the next one.
So that's my point, right? So you have
and there was so many opportunities before this.
So you have Blessing, who's not a top pro anyway, right?
Right.
But you have a guy like Carlos coming in. You have a guy like Hunter, and you have Andrew Jack, where these three guys, dude, what if they all are doing the same fucking show? Now only one of us are gonna make this to the Olympia.
Right.
Like, why are they not qualifying? And I get the argument. Well, you don't want to peak too early and do this and do. Fuck that, dude. You're fighting for survival, dude. You're fighting to make a mark to get a qualification to the Olympia. You wait till it's like waiting the last minute.
Yeah.
To put your fucking scuba gear on before you jump into the ocean. Have that shit ready, dude.
Yeah. And the thing is that then we're going to wind up the exact opposite of last year. Last year we had a million people at the Olympia. This year we're going to have like 10. The top 5 guys obviously are qualified. Obviously, what's his name is qualified. Was the big Egyptian guy, Big Ramy. Samson Dowd is obviously qualified, but after that, it's just the winner of each show. And if the shows aren't, I just don't get it. Like, you could have did the New York, any of those guys could have did the New York Pro, the Toronto Pro, and had plenty of time to prep for the Olympia.
Chicago, this one, that one. Like, dude.
And you could have plenty of time to prep for the Olympia. Oh, and the guy I was thinking about last year, Brett Wilkins, I think he qualified after the Olympia, if I'm accurate. I don't know. I might be wrong about Brett. It's another guy, Brett. You know what? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that he qualified already. I don't know. I might be fucking wrong. What the fuck do I know? I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But I don't know, man. It's just, it's you see who these supplement companies are signing, they're endorsing. You see, these guys that, they don't really want to compete in more than one show to qualify. And it's like, you're going to water down the sport. I don't understand. I don't get it,
Yeah, I don't. Again, I don't see the rationale. I don't see the logic. I don't see the drive. Is what hurts the most. Because, dude, if I had an opportunity to do this again in today's pool of athletes, oh my god, dude, I'd be fucking banging it out, dude, grinding it out.
Yeah, really.
You know what I mean? Like, I would be fighting for any opportunity to do this over again.
Right. It's easier.
And these guys, their window is going to be gone, dude.
Yeah.
And they're going to have a handful of shows that say they competed in, and then maybe a couple of Olympias that they say they were fortunate enough to walk the stage on. But dude, back, we were at the Olympia stage, and I don't see that same drive in most
like maybe the top 4 or 5 guys have it, but that's about it. And that's what separates them from the rest, really.
Yeah.
One more topic, because I want your opinion on something. So I go see my doctor, right? And I get my blood work done. You know my doctor, right? Dr. Vinny Boombots. Right?
Yeah, everybody knows him.
Yeah. So I go see my doctor. Calls me up with all my blood work, right? And I have cholesterol. My bad cholesterol is high. My good cholesterol is low.
Okay.
So he prescribed me this, statin to help the bad cholesterol go down. And he told me I have to do more cardio to get the good cholesterol to go up. All right. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And he also told me my iron is down, and he wants me to go see this doctor for my iron.
Where's your iron? You know your iron count?
I don't remember. Hold on. Let me see. And I know he sent me everything. He emailed me everything. So I started taking, I got to go see this doctor.
Can I tell you real quick?
All right. I just sent it to you. Oh, what does it say here? I don't know all this crap. I don't know all this doctor bullshit. You got it? So that was the 3 most important things. My cholesterol.
So hold on, let me look. Here we go. All right, so this is high. Oh, your hemocrit's high. Your iron's not low, dude.
It's not. That's what
You're
he told me.
16.5, your hemoglobin.
Yeah. What is the iron?
Well, hemoglobin is the iron count, your red blood cell count. Hemoglobin is iron in your blood. You're 16.5, your range is 17.1. You're not low. You're at the high end of a normal range. Your hemocrit is a little high. Are you on TRT?
Yes.
That's why. And your cholesterol, you taking an anti-estrogen?
Yes.
What are you taking?
Arimidex.
Arimidex? How often?
Twice a week.
So that's why your good cholesterol is low.
Mm.
And your high cholesterol. Hold on, let me see this. I would not take a statin. Do not take a statin. You don't need a statin.
So you think I should just stop the estrogen, the Arimidex?
No.
So what the fuck am I supposed to do? My cholesterol's bad.
Hold on, I didn't get to that yet. Hold on.
Oh, all right.
Creatinine is slightly high. You're in no range of danger here.
What's that?
Your albumin, which is protein in your blood. So your albumin is low, not your iron.
Oh, what's that?
Albumin is your protein in your blood.
Okay.
But then you're 4.1 and you're supposed to be a 4.2. Your iron is 43. So this is why, here's your iron count. Your iron count's low, but your hemoglobin is normal, which is weird. This is why, dude.
Why?
Your total testosterone. You look at that number?
Yeah, he told me that. It's on the high side.
You want to lower your cholesterol? Fucking drop your testosterone. You got an option. Dude, listen. Listen, people get so freaked out by this shit, right? This isn't fucking rocket science.
Okay.
Right? If you want a 1600 level of testosterone, which I'm all for.
I wasn't going to say it, but thanks.
I'm all for it. You can't be surprised when your other levels are off whack. You're not going to have something else here and no other. And this is what we call side effects, right? And people get so misconstrued when they hear side effects. Dude, there's a side effect to anything you do, right? Anything. People associate side effects with drugs or supplements or this or that. What are the side effects? But dude, you eat dairy, right? You eat dairy. What's the side effect of eating dairy?
Farting.
Dude, you get gas, flatulence. You have to go to the bathroom. You can have eczema. People have, allergies to lactose or, but dude, there's side effects to anything. Side effects to having a high testosterone level or all this. And it doesn't mean that you're haunted. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that you're doomed.
So just lower my testosterone level. If
you want to. Now, if you had, hold on, let me look at the rest. Hold on a second. Your HDL is abnormal, 29.5. So that's what's low. And your LDL, which is your bad cholesterol, is 149. You're high. Where's your sugar level? How's your blood pressure?
Fine. My blood pressure is never a problem.
You want to lower your cholesterol? Dude, clean up your diet a little bit.
Yeah, it is kind of clean though. I'm not eat clean all year, all week long. Maybe on a Saturday night
lower your carbs.
Yeah. Should I just lower my test? Because he told me to lower my test a little bit.
You can lower it. How much you taking? Well, if you don't
no, I would think
about it, you're lying. I know. If you
no, I'm taking between 750.
One shot of,
like 750 to 1,000.
Normal shit.
750 to 1,000 mgs a week.
Wow.
Why? Is it?
That's not TRT, dude.
I know. I call it that.
It's taking shit.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, you can cut it to 500 mgs. You'll still be healthy.
Okay.
But that'll alleviate.
All right. So that's what I'm going to do. That's it.
And go drain your blood every once in a while, dude. Go donate blood.
I make sure I do that because I actually have to for work.
So do it how often?
Every 3 months.
All right, good. So keep that up, dude. You could lower baby aspirin a day. Get on some good fish oils. You take any omegas?
No.
So get on some good omegas, dude. It acts like an anticoagulant, so it keeps your blood slippery.
Okay.
The only thing you got to worry about when you're dealing with a high hematocrit level, which is what you have, and high cholesterol.
Fish oils, aspirin.
One baby aspirin a day. And some good fish oils.
Lower carbs and testosterone. I like having a high testosterone. I feel.
Well, who doesn't, right? But you got to be a little more responsible,
Right. Yeah.
So the high testosterone. If it was just the hematocrit and the hemoglobin, no big deal. But you got a little bit of cholesterol with that too.
Yeah.
So you could help that out with improving your diet a little bit. And you don't have to get off testosterone, but you could lower it a little bit. You don't need 1,000 mg.
All right. So I'll lower it to 500. What kind of fish oils do you recommend? Do you sell any of that shit?
I don't sell them, but they're just something with a good. I don't want to plug any brands. I'll
No, you
text
don't
you
have
when we hang up.
All right.
But I Prevail does not have one, as of now. But
Son of a bitch.
But dude, if you get on that, keeps your blood. You want to keep your blood thin.
Mm-hmm.
Blood thin is slippery, dude, and you can have the highest testosterone level in the world, and you're going to be fine.
Okay. So fish oils and baby aspirin. Lower my carbs a little bit and my testosterone, and we're good. And we're solid.
You doing cardio?
Now I just started doing cardio after he told me that.
Do?
I do the elliptical or the treadmill,
How often?
4 days a week.
All right. You get your heart rate up.
Yeah. Like yesterday I was gonna do a half hour, but I only did 25 minutes because I had a shit attack.
A what?
A shit attack. I had a shit. So I was like, oh man, I gotta go.
Okay.
I gotta go.
Yeah, it happens.
All right, brother. Listen. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Always a good time. And you know what? I think we actually have better times with nobody else. It's just you and me. Seriously. Like I go crazy looking for somebody. I'm like,
too much noise, dude.
It's actually pretty good, but just you and me.
Yeah, sometimes it's like having a guest over where you're like, yeah, you can go home now, dude.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
So we're good, right? I gotta be up in the morning.
Yeah. Right. All right. And after the show's over, after the July 29th, we gotta get together with the girls again.
Yeah.
Even if you just come over, barbecue, because we got the yard and everything. And,
oh shit, that'd be cool. Yeah.
We'll do something like that. All right.
We'll have you over when the kitchen's done.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna look beautiful, but I know
dude, it's starting to come together. I still got all the shit behind me, but we're in probably a day or two more, we can start putting our shit back in the cabinets and not living like fucking hobos, but we're getting it. We're coming down the final stretch.
Very cool, man. Very cool. All right, dude. I will talk to you tomorrow. And thanks again, brother.
Yes, sir. Be safe.
Later.